Good evening and welcome to your daily current affairs show, Reality Check. I'm Ramna Saeed, bringing you the top stories shaping Pakistan and the world today. Tonight's top stories highlight major global and domestic shifts. Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan move towards a game-changing defense alliance. The US eyes Greenland, and Venezuela strikes a $2 billion oil deal with Washington. At home, Pakistan sees a potential revival with PIA's privatisation and a major water boost for Islamabad and Rawalpindi through the Chirah Dam project. Each of these stories go beyond mere reporting, shaping security policies, governance decisions, and international political dynamics. Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan set to forge a game-changing defense alliance shaking Middle East power balance. Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan are moving closer to a landmark mutual defense agreement at a time when the tensions across the Middle East are rapidly intensifying, according to Saudi media reports. The proposed pact aims to strengthen collective security collaboration, military coordination, and strategic deterrence among the three key regional powers. This agreement would mark one of the most significant defense partnerships in Middle East, bringing together Turkey's advanced defense industry, Saudi Arabia's regional influence, and Pakistan's experienced military capabilities. The move signals a shift towards deeper security alliances outside traditional Western frameworks as regional states seek self-reliance amid growing instability. Analysts say such a treaty could reshape regional geopolitics by altering the power balances, influencing the conflict dynamics, and sending a strong message of unity against the external threats. While official confirmation is still awaited, the development itself reflects a changing security priorities and a new phase of strategic alignment in the Muslim world. Now the important question is, will PIA finally be able to fly? Pakistan International Airlines has long reflected the rise and fall of state ambition. Once a regional leader, it later became a burden on public finances. The recent sale of 75% of PIA to a Pakistani consortium led by RF Habib for around rupees 135 billion marks a turning point that carries cautious hope. The deal is significant not just because the ownership has changed, but because incentives have changed. Fresh capital is being injected into the airline to stabilize its operations, renew the fleets, and rebuild growth. After years of stalled reforms, this is the first time PIA has a chance to operate with a commercial discipline rather than a political pressure. Yes, a major legacy liabilities remain with the government, but separating old debt from the current operations make revival possible. The burden reflects past mistakes, not the future direction. The return of European and UK routes show that the operational recovery has already begun. PIA once helped build airlines across the region. With better governance, professional management, and strategic partnerships, it can regain relevance as a regional connector and the economic asset. This privatization is not a miracle cure, but it's a real opportunity. For the first time in decades, PIA is no longer trapped by the past. The challenge is now its execution. If reforms stay firm, this moment could mark the beginning of a credible turnaround rather than another lost promise. Chirah Dam project set to transform water supply in Islamabad and Rawalpindi. Major progress has been made on the rupees 43 billion Chirah Dam water supply project in Islamabad and Rawalpindi, aimed at tackling the twin cities' growing water crisis. The Punjab Irrigation Department will lead the dam construction, while Wasa has greenlit a rupees 80 million feasibility study for a water treatment plant near Rawal Lake and a 20-kilometer main supply line, with total installation costs pegged at rupees 55 billion. Jointly funded by the Punjab and the federal governments, the project will deliver 28 million gallons of water daily, 14 million gallons each to Islamabad and Rawalpindi. Completion is expected within 2.5 to 3 years. WASA Managing Director Muhammad Salim Ashraf called the initiative of exceptional importance, describing it as a game changer in meeting the rapidly rising demands of the Twin Cities. US eyes Greenland and Trump weighs option including military. President Donald Trump is reportedly considering a range of options to acquire Greenland, a semi-autonomous territory of Denmark, with the White House calling it a national security priority. The statement comes amid growing tensions in the Arctic and strong pushback from the European allies. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen warned that any attack on Greenland could spell the end of NATO. In response, 6 European countries including UK, France, Germany, Italy, Poland, and Spain issued a joint statement backing Denmark and Greenland, stressing that sovereignty and territorial integrity must be respected under the international law. Greenland's Prime Minister Jens Frederik Nielsen called for a respectful dialogue and reaffirmed that the island's future must be decided lawfully. The controversy follows a series of US military interventions, including the recent raid in Venezuela, which has fueled speculation about Washington's Arctic ambitions. Senior White House officials have indicated the US military remains an option at the commander-in-chief's disposal. White top aides claim Greenland should be part of US, sparking diplomatic concern and heating international debate. This unprecedented push highlights the strategic importance of Greenland and raises questions about NATO's cohesion, Arctic security, and the limits of US foreign policy ambitions. So that was a snapshot of today's scenario, including Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan set to forge a game-changing defense alliance, shaking Middle East power balance. Will PIA finally be able to fly, and Chirah Dam to boost the Twin Cities' water supply? We will continue to monitor the developing and major stories and bring you the updates as they unfold. I am Ramna Said, and thank you for watching Reality Check, and stay informed.